Inventory is spiking in Fort Erie again. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel where I update you on a weekly basis about what's happening here in Fort Erie, Ridgeway, Crystal Beach, along with the entire Niagara region. Now before I dive into those market stats, I want to personally invite you to come out to Ashton Home Sales Center as we've just released our Phase 4, which are freehold townhouses and detached homes. And if you weren't on my friends and family list and you'd like to get more information, please do reach out. One more shameless plug if I can. We have just listed an exceptionally beautiful in-law suite here in Fort Erie. It's a beautiful custom bungalow with an in-law suite design. Honestly, it's one of the nicest that I've seen in a very long time. So be sure to check out the walkthrough video here in my newsletter or in the link below. Now, let's dive into the numbers. The end of July numbers were released, and while the market had been declining in Fort Erie in both May and June, it's nice to see that it did rebound a little bit in Fort Erie here in July. The Niagara region on average shows a bit of a dip. Fort Erie and the Niagara region are both showing an increase in new listings coming on the market. In fact, both listings and days on market are spiking in Fort Erie and throughout the Niagara region. Fort Erie's absorption rates, which is the number of months of inventory that we currently have in Fort Erie, is 8.6, and in the Niagara region it's 4.8. So what that means is the Niagara region is approaching more of a balanced type market, whereas Fort Erie is definitely a buyer market when we're sitting with 8.5 months worth of inventory. So what does this mean for people that are shopping in Fort Erie? Well, what it means is there are going to be some great deals coming your way. In fact, there's some great deals right now if you're shopping. If you check out my Google business page where I post the Niagara market updates on a week-to-week basis, I share with you the days on market for every spot in the region, along with the inventory, the number of sales over a 7-day period. So this past week, you'll see that as of August the 3rd, Fort Erie had listed 40 new properties over the last 7 days. 40 doesn't even account actually for the number of new builds with the builders that are not listed on the MLS. And over the past 7 days, our number of sales actually doubled week over week from 9 to 18 this past week, with 109 selling in the Niagara region. This is why our absorption rates are climbing. You see, the number of listings are far outpacing the number of sales in spite of that little increase that we did see in sales. If you're a buyer and you're looking to get into the market, you should be looking to make your move before the Bank of Canada meets again in September. And I think we've seen that happening over this past few weeks. Now, if the Bank of Canada decides to hold that rate when they meet, I expect that we're going to see more increases in the sales activity like we did in July. And of course, if they decide that they are going to move the rate again, well, like I said, great buying opportunities will follow. And I'll be keeping an eye on the rate game, if you will, in the marketplace and how it's impacting our local market here in Niagara. Have a great long weekend, and I'll look forward to talking with you again next week.